We hope you enjoyed the book Wolf and that you can tell your teachers those 3 ways that wolf read. And another thing I'd like to have you tell them is, you know, those other animals, they change their attitude toward the wolf. Tell your teachers why they did that. Okay, that's the first story we did is Wolf. We have another one called The 3 Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Now, you know, sharks are pretty nice. They get a kind of a bad rap sometimes, but in this story, oh, this is a pretty nice shark. You just have to tell your teachers when you get done how nice this shark was. Okay, and see what happens to the shark. And we got a little song at the end that you can participate in. Oh, one more thing. This is kind of like another story maybe you've ever heard. I want you to tell your teacher that at the end too.
Okay, the name of the story is The 3 Little Fish in the Big Bad Shark. I am a narrator, which means that I help to tell the story.
And I read the part of Mama Fish.
And I read the part of the seahorse.
And I read the part of the Big Bad Shark.
I read the part of Tim.
I read the part of Jim.
And I read the part of Kim.
I'm also a narrator that helps to tell the story.
Okay, once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her 3 little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim.
It is now time for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea.
So the 3 little fish went off to make their homes. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed.
May I have some seaweed so I can build a house?
Sure, take as much as you can carry.
Jim gathered all the seaweed and made a seaweedy little house.
Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me come in.
Not by the skin of my finny fin fin.
Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll just smash your house in.
Oh, so the big bad shark munched, and he crunched, and he ate up every bit of the seaweed house.
Jim swam away just in time. Soon Jim found his brother Tim.
Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house.
Jim and Tim built their sandy little house and had just started to relax when the big bad shark came knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me come in.
Not by the skin of my finny fin
Then
fin.
I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll just smash your house in.
So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful. The sandy little house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden boat.
The
Big bad shark destroyed our houses.
Don't worry, you can live with me.
And they did. The 3 little fish had just finished lunch in the old wooden ship when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door.
Little fish, let me come in.
Not by the skin of my finny fin fin.
Then I'll crunch and I'll munch and I'll just smash your house in.
The big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And finally all his teeth fell out.
The 3 little fish were safe at last, and they lived together in the ship for the rest of their lives. big F.
Down in the meadow in the little bitty pool swam 3 little fishies and the mama fishy too. Swim, said the mama fishy, swim if you can. And they swam all over the dam. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. And they swam all over the dam. Stop, said the mama fishy, or you'll get lost. The 3 little fishies didn't wanna be lost. The 3 little fishies went off on a spree, and they swam right out to the sea. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. And they swam right out to the sea. Whee! Said the little fishies, here's a lot of fun. We'll swim in the sea till the day is done. They swam and it wasn't a lark, till all of a sudden they saw a shark. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. Till all of a sudden they saw a shark. Help! Cried the little fishies, look at the sharks. And quick as they could they ended their lark. And back to the pool in the meadow they swam. And they swam back over the dam. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. A boop boop, diddy daddum waddum choo. And they swam back over the dam.
Woo! Okay, that was 3 little fish and the big bad shark. And I hope you can tell your teachers what story you might know that's kind of like that one. And did you notice we all sometimes have some costumes that we use? We get these at a lot of different places. So every story we do, we have a bag that goes with it, and people get to put things like seahorses and a lot of different things that we do with it. So that's the second story, 3 little fish and a wonderful shark.